There we go. Look at it. You can't really see the laser, but, you know, just trust me, there's a laser. Yes. No. Pain. Pain will prove there is laser. Haha. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to some more Subnauticraft, or Ocean Block 2, if you would prefer. Today, we are no longer going to be avoiding going to the depths. Oh, no. We will be venturing right down to them. But before we can actually get there, we still need to get ourselves our depth upgrade that we failed to get in the last video. I have since gathered up all the materials for the machine that I will need minus one thing. But before we do that, there are a few things that you may have noticed that are different. First and foremost, I actually look like Iron Man now. That is because I found out I can actually go ahead and change the colors in here. Like, you can actively adjust what you look like. So I made myself look like Iron Man. It actually worked way better than I expected it to. So if any of you ever play this and you want to look like Iron Man, these are the color settings. Now that that is out of the way, we must get ourselves an alloy smelter. So that way we can make ourselves a very important ingredient called the energetic alloy for our depth upgrade. For us to do this, we're going to need some deep slate. Now, there is deep slate that I have gathered in pebbles. Yes, it was inside of this. I thought it was over there, but I was wrong. What we're going to want to do with this deep slate is very special. Or we're going to want to go ahead and then switch over to... I'm still trying to get used to the new keybinds on this because I kind of messed everything up. We're going to want to go over to Ignis, and then we can just light this on fire. And what's going to happen, I think, if I did this right, is that it should eventually either turn into what we need, or it'll just pop out what we need. Because what we need is this Grains of Infinity. And it says it wants me to set fire to deep slate. So, oh, I heard an explosion. Oh, there we go. Now all we should need to do is just go ahead and make ourselves this void chassis. And then we get the void smelter. There we go. So then after that, we can just go ahead and hook this thing up to power. Just so that way we can use this properly. Capacitor missing. Okay, this is from Ender.io. I have never used this mod. Do I have a capacitor? I do have a capacitor. Okay, that's fortunate. Okay, there we go. I have never once touched Ender.io, so I may have used a few components here or there, but I've never actually seriously looked into it. We're still not, but I don't know anything about it, so who knows? Maybe I'll get into it sometime in the future. But now that we've got ourselves the alloy smelter, we just need to go ahead and smelt down 3 components: glowstone, gold, and redstone. It's pretty much just like a normal furnace. I'm not going to try and make this sound overly cool. It's a powered furnace that just... There we go. Now we got ourselves the energetic alloy. So then we can just go ahead and grab the rest of this and then head over here to our foundry and grab ourselves the rest of our adamant. And then we can go ahead and then make ourselves our depth module upgrade with one last ingredient that I forgot to grab. I know I made it. I just forgot to pull it out, but there we go. Crafting matrix. Now we've got ourselves our depth module upgrades, which means now we can go ahead and head under the sea. Under the sea. That's where I'll be. Iron Man me under the sea. But I also made a dedicated diving room for this, so that's why I'm going down here instead of just jumping, because I made the room. And dang it, I'm going to use it. So, with all the fog, because I had to lower my render distance really down for reasons, we can head on down. Enable night vision, and then we travel to the depths. Moving downwards, my urine cape, for some reason, has a weird texture in it. I suspect that is like the home cape with it pasted over. But, here we go. Oh my gosh, there's so many baddies. Dude. Look at all of this. And there's a big old squid here. Why did my helmet get disabled? What happened? What happened to my helmet? Okay, things are fine now. And then there's more of them after me. Okay, I think it's time to ascend. Oh, now I'm even more curious than ever to get down there because that is interesting. Okay, but what we have learned though is there is a lot of death creatures down there that do not help me. Well, when I'm looking in here, this does give me 2 pieces of soulbound. So that is good. I think I get it. So remember, for the quest line before this one, when I needed these, I just needed the leggings and the helmet. Which makes sense now because it's the helmet that can hold the scuba and the leggings that can hold everything else, the depth module. So really, these are the ones that I need to prioritize enchanting, which doesn't work like that. Do I craft it together? Ah, I craft it. Now my helmet and leggings are put to soulbound. So now I can still go down even if I die. But we need to keep looking. Okay, there is a structure over there I'm noticing. So if I head on down, I don't really need night vision right now. Okay, hold on. This is another thing. What on earth is with all the leads that are rising from the bottom? Because it's like, I have been seeing those all the dang time. They're sea leads. It's what they are. They're sea leads. But I don't know where they're coming from. And it's quite annoying. Oh, who are you? Skeleton. I probably don't want to deal with you then, do I? I don't want to deal with any of this. Why am I going deeper into this? Oh, that's why I'm going deeper into this. Oh, hello. No. Why are there so many of these guys? Dude, the sea is not a good place. It's never a good place to go in the water. Why do people actively make a sport out of going into the water? I don't have thalassophobia, but this place is terrible. Dude, there are so many giant Ooh, that looks like a structure. Interesting, but what is this? Ouch. 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 Oh, oh, hello. Oh! I've seen this before. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. No, no, no. No, no, no. No, no, no. No, no, no. No, no. Oh gosh, I am so gonna die. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. I don't have my gapples. Do I have gapples? I must have gapples, right? Wait, do I have gapples? I don't have gapples. Oh, well, it doesn't matter. I'm dead. Oh no, I look ridiculous. No. Oh my gosh. Dude, where did I go? Wait, okay, I think I went over there. Yeah, no, I see the waypoint over there now. Yeah, it's over that way. Oh, man, now I'm lagging. Okay, so I need to sort out whatever's going on here. I'm gonna look into a bit more of what actually is over down there, because now I'm interested.
20 minutes later.
Okay, so I've looked a little bit more into this, and from what I've learned, this is actually a really cool mod. As of right now, we cannot actually use this thing, but we can awaken it to be able to use it. But before we can do that, we're going to need a special thing to open up the quest line. What we need is we're just gonna need 4 quartz, put it in front of this atomic reconstructor, which I'm not supposed to pick up, but it shoots out a laser, which then turns this into something. Oh, and an airdrop's coming. That's good. Oh, and I left my boat over there. Back on track. What we're gonna want to do is not turn on night vision. We're going to want to make ourselves this nautical eye. Very easy. We're just gonna need an eye of ender, and then mix it with this quartz, and then that will then unlock a mission right here. And then what we're going to want is to get ourselves these aquatic catalysts. I'm pretty sure there was one just outside, but it is gonna take a little bit of prismarine, which is not that easy to come by, other than it being very easy to come by now that I think about it actually. We also get ourselves this thing here called the crowbar, which is a very useful little item, which is just going to allow me to break apart some barrels inside of here. So if we go in here, we got these rusty crates. I can't do anything with that, at least as far as I know. What we want is a normal crate, which allows me to look inside. Oh, and there we go. We got some stuff in here. Okay, we got an aquamarine steel compound. I think I am going to need that. What I can now learn from this is that we are going to need to grab ourselves a few things. I'm going to need to get this aquatic crystal. I need 4 of these. I will get 1 from a quest reward, and there is another outside. I need to go ahead and switch to breaking back, because yeah, there it is right here. And then we want to shift shoot it, and then we get that. So we got the aquatic one. That is fine. So then what we would do with these is I can go ahead and use the rest of my pressure chamber glass that required something else. Is we want to build out by 2, I believe, and then put it like this. So since I'm gonna need 2 more of these, here's what I'm going to do. In order to craft these, I need polished prismarine, which just takes more prismarine. But then I'm also gonna need some crushed prismarine. So, since I do appear to need to get myself this mechanical squeezer, I will get that. Simple recipes all around. I already have everything I should need for that, so that way I can go ahead and make 2 more of these. So, there's gonna be a few things back at the base that'll be different, but ultimately, it's all for the purpose.
5 minutes later.
Alrighty, I got the rest of the catalysts all put into place. So now, what we do with this is, we take one of these, and then right-click quartz into it, and yes, it is facing the right way, and a laser is implanted into it. So, this is basically how we power this giant thing, is with the power of quartz. And once we put this last one into here, it should be working. I can tell if I go ahead and throw one of these down here. If I... Actually, wait. I'm going to want my magnet to not be on for this, because that would defeat the whole purpose. So, we go ahead and have that down there. All these should be working. Oh, aha! Aha! It just wasn't close enough. It's so specific, though. It wants to be, like, in one dedicated spot. Yeah, there we go. Now it's working. And now, we get ourselves aquarine steel ingots. So with this aquarine steel ingot, this is going to allow us to get further into this mod. And it's actually also going to allow us to progress with just dire things, too, because then we're also going to be able to get ourselves the next goo. But that's also going to involve an abyssal pearl, which I don't know or how to get that. So that's going to be something else. But what we're really going to want is this thing right here called the Explorer's Compass. It is insane and not in any way related to this at all. I thought I would use this to make that, but apparently not. So while we still got charge in there, what we're going to want to do is we're going to want to make ourselves a compass. Actually, I didn't even need to come back here at all now that I think about it, because all of this is loaded. So I really could have made this work either way, but it's fine. So now what we do is we just throw that into there, and there we go. Look at it. You can't really see the laser, but, you know, just trust me, there's a laser. Yes. No. Pain. Pain will prove there is laser. Haha. I enjoy pain. Actually, I don't want to waste the integrity of my armor. Actually, never mind. But here we go. Now with this, we do have ourselves basically just the perfect little setup for this thing if we ever need it in the future. Hopefully I won't, but in the event that we do, we got this going here. And wouldn't you know it, this looks like a perfect little thumbnail shot right here. Ooh, it's beautiful. Okay, so now that we have the Explorer's Compass, we can locate structures with this thing. Any and all structures, including a meteorite from AE2, which usually has its own compass, actually, now that I think about it, but it doesn't look like that's a thing. Okay, wait, I think I see it. I think that's it down there. Okay, wait, I need to get way closer because this is not as close as I thought it was. Oh no, and the lag is spiking. But that is, of course, going to have to be saved for next time on Subnauticraft. So be sure to check out our last Subnauticraft video where we got ourselves our Iron Man armor. Bye-bye!